Cancer, how you doing, guys? Okay, so this is your reading for the first half of May. I do apologise that it's late. I will explain a lot of the things at the end so we can get on with the reading, but this is basically your karmic cluster, okay? So your soul groups of people that are all involved within the cluster that we seem to get involved with, okay? So I will explain more towards the end, but the first house and the appearance of what happens in your external appearance of pride and what happens generally within your karma. So we have Leo. Leo's entered the building, but you could see a Leo as a snake. There could be someone around you that is a snake in the grass. It could be a Leo, or it could be someone that is having strength in order to walk away from anything that is literally deceptive. Anything that's deceptive, a snake in the grass. People at work, people in your environment, you may see them as deceptive around you, and that it's fact that you need to move away with strength. Strength is something that I've called perseverance. It's perseverance of that we have to continue to walk a path regardless of whether we like it or not. We can go backwards and forwards, but either way around that you look at life, you have to persevere with strength to go forward. So this could be you or your partner, but the outer environment of what you've manifested over a period of time is actual strength. So you're showing leadership in some kind of direction. So let's see the direction that you're actually going in for the second house of how they see you or you see them is actually making a decision. So someone could be shit scared. They're gone like, oh my shit, bruv. What option are you going to choose? If it's to do with work, there could be the people that are actually higher up than yourself, and there's something that's in alignment here that you seem to be looking at, but this can be like, Steve, is it door number 1 or door number 2? Okay, well, there's 7 cups to pick from, but you always have to pick one path, whether it be door number 1 or door number 2, but you have to choose a path, right? So you have to choose one of these cups. So they see you like you're actually choosing them. That, well, hopefully that you're choosing them, or the fact that they're choosing you. But are you choosing work? Are you choosing a new job? Are you choosing a car? What's more important? What gets you from A to B? A £2,000 car or a £10,000 car? It still gets you to the same destination, right? So this talks about yourself, always. So you're the one that makes the choice of which path it is that you want to take for yourself. So you're pretty much taking checks and balances of, okay, well, where am I? Where the fuck actually am I within this game? Okay, so you're making a decision, but they see you like you're actually making that decision. Now, you could be choosing a Leo, or you're choosing to actually move away from a Leo and move towards maybe a water sign. Or you're going to pick work or finances or family or anything over somebody else. So let's have a look. So third house. So there you go. So you're actually taking a trip. So you could be having an awakening. This is someone that's like left the party scene in this card. It's kind of like, well, I'm leaving. I'm going on a trip. So I'm going on a journey. So I'm leaving the party scene behind. I'm leaving town. I'm leaving my village. I'm leaving home. I'm literally leaving something that's already found us. 8. Okay, so you go from the 7 to the 8. So the 7 talks about yourself, of a choice that you have to choose. So this is you, regardless, because it's you that attracts yourself to like attracts like, dark attracts dark. Okay, so whichever way you look at it. This card here is you constantly, right? So what you're going to choose, Cancer, what you're going to choose to walk away from your past and to walk towards the future and concentrate more on loss than gain? Or are you going to concentrate more on gains than loss? Because this can be things that you've lost in the past, or that they've lost: ego, the appearance of pride, deception. Okay, so the fact that some people they still stay contracted to their past of karma. 7 of Cups, karma. Okay, North and South Node, aligning yourself with the truth of what choice shall I make? Shall I walk away from my town, my state, my province, my village, or shall I just go across the road to see sin? Right? So it looks like you may be taking a journey across water. Okay, but this is someone that's trying to leave their past behind, but is literally trying to focus more on their future, but they still look a little bit solemn, the fact that they've got to leave something behind. So really, you're still concentrated on, hopefully, you see, because 8 is universe, okay? So the universe is where we all live, but God created us, Lucifer, all of one energy, the planets, but also the universe. So we all live within one constant energy of that particular choice, okay? That particular choice. So this is when you listen to yourself. So this is yourself, and this is when you listen to the universe. So the universe in this card is pretty much telling you that you need to take a journey somewhere, a spiritual journey, or a journey towards seeing someone. Okay, so that is how you're communicating. So you're communicating with them quite amicably, to be honest, so far, because this is about, well, shall we choose? Where shall we choose somewhere to live? Or so how much money do we have in order to make this trip together, in order to come together into union, is what I'm kind of picking up, you know, because you've got cups of emotion here, whichever way round you look at it. These 2 cards here are about choices and options to align yourself with the truth, because you've got 7 and 8. Okay, 7 is yourself, but 8 is universal energy of listening and being guided. This is also going on a journey of guiding. Okay, so it seems that you're both spiritual to me, but in this card, this is also like leaving the past behind, because it took strength in order to leave the past behind. So it could be a Leo, okay? It could be a Leo, or it could be a Leo that you're walking towards. I'm psychic, but I don't know your path. But the path, as it presents itself under here, is the fact that a Leo is moving towards making a decision. Okay, but then you've got another energy here that's walking towards the decision also. So if your partner has Leo in their chart, okay, and you are the water sign of Cancer, okay, you're both walking towards making that decision together. Which path do we take? Path number 1, path number 2, okay? So 1 as a stable, 2 makes a stable 2. Okay, I do apologise, but I've got people messaging me. Yes, so it's like you're both, it's like a meeting of minds in the middle. Okay, so there you go, the 2. So choice. So in this card, Pegasus flew to the sun. Okay, so sometimes I pick that up as Leo. Okay, but Pegasus in this deck is in the 4 of Cups. Okay, which is talking about more about concentrating on reconciliation of 3, but missing opportunities also of an opportunity that's also presented to Pegasus. But Pegasus is also in here landed. Okay, so it's like, okay, well now it's time. Stop sitting around like a fairy, okay, and make a decision. So they're thinking about you and you're thinking about them, regardless, because this is also karma. This is also being blind to the truth, but also recognizing the truth of deciding about what are we going to do, okay? Because we go now to the 4th house, which is the foundation of the relationship and what it's actually built on, which is making a decision. What is it that we're going to do? Are we going to forget our past of karma, and are we going to leave the whole lot of shit behind, and are we now going to go forward together? Okay? So we then go to the 5th house, okay, which is, okay, well, really, this is good, okay, because it could mean that, okay, well, I need to leave money behind, which means that I need to leave like a job behind, or anything that's financially stable, but I'm still stable enough because I'm independent enough. So I have enough money built up so I can make this journey, and I can put money behind me because I am stable enough and independent enough. So independent attracts in someone that's independent, okay, financially independent. And it's a 9, meaning that you've learned something about freedom, because it's also like, this can be like karmic free also, you know, because it's not reached an ending, but it's actually saying, well, I'm actually independent, so I'm good, you know, so I'm good. So I actually want to fly free, and I'm pretty much sending out messages in order for work, maybe. So you might be sending messages for like saying, okay, like putting things in order and saying, well, if I move to you and you move to me, or, you know, who's going to move, who the fuck is going to move to who, Cancer? Who's going to who? So you might be watching Doctor Who, the TARDIS. You might be trying to invent a time machine in order to move. Okay, I don't know if that was ever in America, the Doctor Who, the TARDIS, science fiction. But yeah, that's kind of like, well, okay, well, you know, how much money do you have, and shall we combine forces? You know, shall I actually come to your state or village or province or town or country? Or do you want to come to me? Or shall we literally go abroad and meet somewhere together first, and then we'll discuss how we can financially build something together? Okay, so, you know, just be careful about giving people your credit card. That's a marriage, right? Or is it? Or do you need an annulment? Just jokes, Cancer. But this is pretty good also, because it's kind of meaning that, well, I mean, some of you may decide that you want to be single, you know, that you may, because this is like someone that's independent and single. So it's also karmic free. And this is a choice about being karmic free also. But as I'm picking it up, I'm kind of really seeing it at the moment is the fact that this is more karmic free than what it is being single. It's more of an independence and karmic free of the devil energy, which normally shows up where, because you need strength in order to break free from karma, either because this is a karma card. So it's pretty much telling me as an independent card that you have done a fucking lot of work together with your partner in order to actually break free from the devil, okay, from the devil, because that's a counterpart roughly of the strength, okay. So, and this being the karma card, meaning that you've had a hell of a lot of strength to make this right decision. It's probably took some time, okay, some time to form like hopefully a union, but this is kind of saying that, well, I'm now independent and free from my karma, because it's a closing statement of this energy of what I give to you on YouTube. Okay, the closing statement is, I'm broke free from the past, regardless of the sign. Okay, I've broke free from the past. We are both walking away from our past together, and we are now in search of each other. 7, aligning yourself with the person that you need to be with, taking that choice and the option to be together, to be independent of where freedom attracts freedom, like attracts like, you know, independence of where you can then merge together in order to be independent and structure of a bank together, okay, if that's what you want to do and what your belief is. Okay, so a lot of you are going to be like, oh really, that's a fucking reading and now I've got to go Vimeo. Okay, it's very cheap. I've kept it as cheap as I possibly can, but before people back off, okay, the main part of the reading of what I'm doing now, of what it will be like a 30 to 40 minute video, and they've had great responses, okay, is the karmic cluster. Now, I will give you the rest of this reading here, and I will clarify it, and you will see that, okay? But I will turn the camera off, regroup my energy, and then I do another big reading with these cards. Now, when I clarify with these cards, this is the Crystal New Vision, the Tower of New Vision, okay? When I do that, that'll give you the story. But then I'm asking 4 different lots of questions for your karmic cluster reading, which is involving family dynamic, your person. So the questions that I ask is, what is going on in their outer environment and what are they involved in? So the other person that you're going to be thinking of, or cross watchers or moon signs or whatever, you're all free to watch, but it will ask you, or I will ask, what is going on in their outer environment and what are they involved in? So that I can hopefully pick that up through work, finances, career. If people are in a dramatic triangle with other people, I will hopefully pick that up and you'll be able to relate to if you know that or not. Okay, but please don't put yourself into karmic illusion. If you do come across to the other side, you would know this or you wouldn't know this, but please don't fall under illusion, okay? Because you're a water sign like Pisces, so you know, don't sit there staring at it. like a Pisces does. But the second question will be, and what do they want and need from you in this connection together as a partnership to form union, or the partnership that you have generally of people now watching for soulmate energy? Okay, so what is it that, or just partnership or relationship or whatever you're interested in, but what do they want and need from you in this connection? Okay, and then the third question will be, what are they learning and what are you both learning out of this cluster? So sometimes if it's to do with your family and situation, it can hopefully pick that up of where you're all interconnected and we're all interconnected as one source of energy. If you haven't watched the Karmic, the retrograde video I've just done on in Capricorn, please watch that. It should give you a great insight into things that I also do. Okay, should be the last video that I did before this one. And then the final question will be, how do they feel about you and them? So you and them, us and them as one. But trust me, I've been channeling some strange messages through that particular reading that I do, and that's going to be your main reading. Okay, and this, and you will get that for, like, what is it, the price of 2 pints of milk. It's really not very expensive. Okay, there is a bile option as before if you want to use the bile option, or just a single reading. If you want an individual reading of something like this, okay, where I can do you like a 2 month or 2 month extended period over, okay, just send me an email that's in the description and I will hopefully get back to you in order to give you the price. But I'm really not charging that too much at the moment. I'm trying to give everybody a chance if you want a reading, okay? So if you want that, it's there, and this will be in your bi-weekly folder, okay? All right, guys, and if I didn't say, this is like for the first half kind of fluctuating energy of May, okay? But it might extend a little bit, I'm not sure, but you'll know. But we'll do that over on the other side, and the link is in the description, guys. Thank you very much for all your support, and I'll hopefully catch you soon. Peace.